Good day. Welcome to Endurance Room. I hope everybody's doing well. Today we're going to take a look at maintaining a blade out in the woods. I'm going to show you guys a little toolkit I carry with me in my pack and basically how I keep things sharp. A friend in Australia has been asking how I do this, what my process is like, so today's a good day for it. Welcome to Endurance Room. So this is the little toolkit that I carry around with me. I've got a couple different means of sharpening stuff, as well as a hook knife if I wanted to do any carving while I'm camping, and a little repair kit. In here I've just got needle and thread, as well as a speedy stitch. This is a really great tool to have. This is the thread that it uses. It's like a heavy wax thread. You can use other thread in it, even bank line if you break it down. When we're talking about repairs, in addition to the little sewing kit, I also keep a roll of 1-inch Gorilla Tape on my belt rig. And this stuff is totally brilliant. You can use this for patching up your tarps, for first aid, as a fire starter. All right, back to our toolkit here. So this is what I started out with. This is just a small whetstone. My friend gave this to me years ago, and you basically just wet it and use this to touch up your blades. This will get it fairly sharp. Then I picked up this little Lansky Sharpener, and this is a really great tool. It's got these two grooves. I think they're about 25 degrees, and there is a coarse side, which is like carbide, and then there's ceramic rods for the smooth side. It basically just like polishes the edge down, and you can get it pretty decent. Like, you can shave hair with it if this is the angle that you're working with. If this isn't the right angle, then you would need to refinish it with a stone and then bring it back to this. So you've got these two grooves to work with. Then you've got this is a ceramic edge, and you basically just lay the blade down on it and run it across it. You just got to kind of feel it out and rotate the blade to where it's just touching the very edge of the edge, and take your time with it. Lastly, there's a little diamond rod here, and it's about medium grit, but if you needed to remove material and kind of refine the edge, this would do it, and then you would polish it with a ceramic. Great little tool. I've seen like other versions of this that just have this part right here, but this is really nice. Next, we have a small metal file. This is just a little slip case I made out of paper and duct tape. So typically what I'll use this for is if I have to sharpen a hatchet or an axe, or if there's like a chip or a burr in the blade that is more than I want to remove with something like this. You can use your file to sharpen both like so, where you're going along the whole edge and using the majority of the length of the file, or you can go back and forth like this. This is especially good for duller files, older files that are kind of worn out. Now, last but not least, we've got this right here. This is green rubbing compound. It feels like a wax that has really fine abrasives impregnated into it. You can get different grits. There's black, white, red, and green, but typically what guys favor is this one, and this is what I use, and it'll take a knife from being decently sharp with this stuff to hair-raising sharp with this, and you use it on something like so. This is called a Strop, and it's got two different sides to it. There's a rough grain side for more aggressive sharpening, and then a fine side. And 9 times out of 10, this is all you need. Use stuff like this when the blade needs a little extra attention and extra work, if it's damaged at all, and then use this to refine it down to just hair-raising sharp. You just put a little bit of the compound on, my Yakari Puku. And this is, I guess you could call it like a saber grind, where it's got this bevel here that starts about halfway through the blade and it goes down towards the edge, and then you have a secondary bevel. And that's what you're going to be sharpening. What you do is just lay the blade down, and you see how there's a little bit of shadow right there. Just kind of tilt it up till that shadow goes away, and then you're just moving it along the edge. The other side. The technique changes from side to side just because of the angle. So to use this drop, this is what I do. I'll lay it down and I will find the edge. I'll visually inspect it till I've got my angle, right? And then you're just taking it along the edge, nice and smooth. If you rotate too far, you're gonna round it and dull it. If you're back too far, it's not going to sharpen. And then once you find the angle, you just gotta keep it. Visually inspect your edge, and you'll see if you're removing the material you need to remove. It'll get shiny. You can take it down to like a mirror-like finish. You always want to move away from the edge, not into it. Especially on these, you'll slice them up. Well, there you have it, guys. That's how I sharpen my blades out in the woods. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, just let me know down below. But, you know, for years, you know, using stuff like this was okay, but to really take it to the next level, you want to use something like this. This will vastly improve the edges on your blades. And if you don't have one of these, you can make one very easy with just a couple pieces of leather. The smooth side is the hair side, and then the rough side is the flesh side. You know, just glue it down on a piece of wood and, you know, you're in business. Pick up some rubbing compound, and you can get this at a hardware store. It's not very expensive at all, and you'll be going. So, hope this helps. All right, everybody. We'll catch you soon. Cheers.